fucking up my whole life. I'm not supposed to curse right in the beginning. This is bad. Meowing! 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 Oni-chan, meowing Fisty. Meowing, those are the only two people. Meowing Aspect 345. Meowing the consultant. Meowing Kiss. Oh, who's a good kitty? Kiss, how are you, kitty? How are you? I was thinking about you yesterday. Meowing Sheeple. Because I was thinking about who I'm gonna ban. Those of you who were here yesterday, you noticed that I crashed out. I absolutely lost my cool. And it's like, if I didn't have borderline, it would be normal. But instead, it's like, people piss me off all the time so easily. I get so butthurt all the time so easily. So if I had to ban everyone who upsets me, I said that there would only be like 2 people left in the chat. It would be Kiss and maybe one other person. Kiss and a variable. Solve for X. Good morning, the fortunate son. Good morning, Sheeple again. Good morning, good Maxine Botcell. Good morning, Accent. Thank you for calling me father, son. Good morning, Success. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Izuku Meowderia. Good morning, Eggy Goka. And you know, Eggy Goka might be the other one. Maybe that's the third one. He missed my streams. Finally woke up on time. You woke up too early. Good morning, Luxafate. Thank you for calling me Maple. Good morning, Bash13. I hope you're doing alright as well. Genuinely, how have you been lately? Bash13. Good morning, Master Protos. Thank you for welcoming me to the stream. Sorry for being retarded. It's okay. Me too. We're good kitties don't ban us? Debatable. Manny random passerby. Why are you apologizing? I didn't call you out. Moon would ban me first. Not first. Maybe second. Maybe second. Oh, I can't keep up anyway. Guess I'm borderline because I have 9,600 people blocked on Instagram. You know what, Izuku? I would say yes, but only if those 9,000 also include people who you know. People who are like part of your daily, like real life, right? So like, I know that I can't just go on a banning spree willy-nilly, or I probably shouldn't, because I also have like all of my family members deleted from my phone and most of them blocked. But for the ones whose number I don't remember, I don't have them blocked. The Manny Rainy Danny Zero. Manning Cirrus, how are you? Oh, still living. You know what, Bash 13? That's an accomplishment. Living is hard. Living is tough. Not all of us are built the same. So, like, I don't know. Not just how we're built, but, you know, some of our environments suck and then some of them don't. Good morning, UI Vindicator. She hates me. Nah. She hates us. Nah. You guys hate me too. Be honest with yourself. I've blocked people and encountered them in real life many times. Yeah, that's gotta be an awkward moment, perhaps. Or do you just pretend? Is it like when you're like, oh no, new phone, who dis? But in real life, like, oh, by the way, yeah, I like got a new phone. So, oh, by the way, my Instagram got hacked, so I just can't, you know. Anyway. Living sucks if we're living with our parents and we feel like a burden. That's the key, Bash 13. You gotta stop feeling like a burden. You gotta start feeling like you're entitled to it, right? So yesterday I was told again, just my mother was watching the chat and she told me again that I need to get a job. And I got really upset by that. But I was thinking, right? Like, if I were born into nobility or royalty or you know, an extraordinary amount of wealth, then, you know, I wouldn't be sitting here feeling guilty or anything. I would just be like, enjoying my time. So I read about it today and I took a screenshot, but I think I forgot. Like I already organized it, so I don't remember. But it was something like this. There's a word. I think it's flaneur. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's French. It's probably not how you pronounce it. But flaneur, it's like to lounge about, right? And that's the kind of lifestyle I want to have. I want to have the kind of lifestyle where I lounge about in cafes and libraries and in my room and I do deep research on things that I'm interested in and I don't do things that I don't want to do. And it's like I'm being made to feel guilty from my mom and from random incels in my chat when this is a perfectly reasonable lifestyle. There are at least hundreds, if not thousands of people in the world who are living this way. So why can't I? Why not me? It should be me. It can be me. Bash 13, it could be you and I both. We are leech maxing and we're proud. If your family members try to judge you, just tell them that they don't understand, that you're a noble. You weren't born for that struggle life. You were born to live in peace. Now, it doesn't mean I don't do work at all. It just means I want to do the kind of work that I want to do, you know? And have, I don't know. Josh Moon recently described how he'll block anyone bleep on Twitter. He'll block everyone following someone if they have a bleep name. That's racism. Racism is gay and boring. I don't like that. But you know what? He's free to do that if he wants to. Anyway, I'm a king, mom. It's not a phase. Yes, that's what you gotta say. A noble leech. Yes, yes, yes. I'm like, I'm like Prince Andrew, minus all of the Epstein allegations. Get me on in Great Ninja 321. Oh, let's see. I've done that to people I knew and they were dead to me. Encountered each other again. I would ask them if we've ever met and they would say, yeah, we. And I'd say, sorry, I don't know you. Oni-chan, that's cold. That's cold-blooded, but yeah, I approve. I gotta learn that. Indian racism is big at the moment. I think it's boring, and I think if you're racist against Indians, that's boring. Boring and gay, and I wish you would pick new hobbies. You know, just let people live their life. What is it to you? I'm not gonna lecture people on racism right now because I don't feel like it. I have more important things to talk about, such as my dreams. I didn't do an analysis today, so I might need you guys to help me. But last night I dreamed that I was in League of Legends in real life. I was in League of Legends in real life, okay? And I wasn't really playing, I was kind of spectating. And Gumayushi was pissed. He was so mad because the new support on his team is just not as goated as as Keria. And you know, he got killed at an inopportune time. That's a nightmare. What's it like in real life? God, she's addicted. We need to get you help. The addiction isn't too bad. We can still give you a life. Wait. So the dream wasn't about the mechanics of League, but it was about the interpersonal relationships of League, right? So there was like a part where certain teammates made, you know, bad choices based on greed, and then karma hit them, and then it was like a battle of emotions and betrayal and you know? Yeah. Uh, the fact you had a dream involving League means you're gay. Yes, thank you. I've always been gay. Anyway, oh yeah, Dorn was in there with his bubble butt. It was nice. Now I'm gonna read off a list of numbers to you guys. 5, 6, 4, 9, 4, 9, 566363. These numbers are unrelated to League, but they're related to The Sims 2. So I've been playing a little bit of The Sims 2 again. Yes, I know I'm a hypocrite. I keep deleting it and reinstalling it and deleting it and reinstalling it, and then having to look for all my mods again. It's like an everyday thing. I really wish I could stream it for you all because I really am having fun, but my setup isn't good enough to do that. And I've gotten into farming lately. It's a long story. It's because I want to do asexual reproduction, so I need to farm a lot. And those are numbers related to how long it takes different types of produce to become harvestable. The Mounty Red Pyramid 112. Apply to be a VA for the number station. Ooh, nice. I don't know what that is. Take screenshots. Okay, the Consultant 427. I could definitely do that. I've done it before. Playing on Windows or wine. I would rather die than play on Windows. I'm playing on Mac. Which is worse. I want to play on Linux. And I'll have to research it. I'll research it. Speaking of Linux, I know I keep saying it, but I promise this time I mean it. I'm getting back into the research mode on Monero. I'm gonna figure out how cryptocurrency actually works, what it means, where it is, how to get my own wallet, how to mine my own coins, and I want to learn more about the different protocols. Not meme coins, not investment coins, but of course, Feds, if you're listening, please don't listen for the next couple of minutes. This is not financial advice, but so like if you have a private token like Monero, your transactions can be private and you can hide your transactions from government. So, yeah. Anyway, this is not financial advice, but I'm just saying to use a Fed plant. We're not doing a rug pull. Anyway, there's something like an Amazon or maybe more like an eBay. No, eBay meets Craigslist, but it's for Monero only. It's called XMR Bazaar, and there's one of the most popular services there is literally like anything. And the person is like, I'll do anything for you. I'll do anything you ask. And there's only like limited limited exceptions. Is like, okay, obviously not illegal things, but anything. They're like, if you need someone to make you a website or to do your taxes or to like create graphics for you or to find something, it's just like, I thought that was so interesting. And anyway, that's XMR Bazaar. I was on there yesterday. Try reading the white papers. Yes, Izuku Meowderia, that's what I'm getting to. I'm gonna be reading the docs, the white papers, and I also found a link to the thread where XMR or Monero originated. It was originally a fork of Bytecoin, I believe. And that's like a whole other interesting story. Good morning, Library Turtle! And good morning again, the Fortunate Son, in case I didn't say that before. Anyway, I don't know enough about blockchain. I did learn a little bit, right? That, like, obviously, it's kind of like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a bunch of containers. And every couple of minutes, a new container is generated that, like, packages everything that happened in those minutes. And then another container, and then another container, then another container. Something, yada, yada, yada. The only danger, though, you want to have your own node because the governments are trying to, to take over. They're getting Monero banned from a lot of exchanges, and they're running a lot of the major nodes because you know. Anyway, not just governments are a threat, but also all of the big money players in the world. You know the guys who are ruining the world right now. Anyway, we have to move on because I have other things to do. I wanted to talk about something. I'll do the question of the day a little bit later. Let's start the stream. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to every kitty cat in the world. Specifically, you are all really cute, and I want to pet you, and I love you. Meow. You're watching Love Talk with Mrs. Moonson. This is a daily talk show where a kitten who's smitten refuses to get a job, but instead she'll yap about love, life, and anime in no particular order. Blah, 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 blah. It's Otaku Tuesday, which is the day of the week where we dive into like the love that one has for their hobbies, and my hobby is learning more about things that I don't know enough about. I think that kind of wraps it in a pretty ribbon. In addition to learning about those things, I'm also studying a language and I'm still reading my books. Lechuga, if you're out there, I finally made it to the end of the Tao Te Ching. It's been 81 days. I don't think I've changed a whole lot in the process, but I'm thankful that I started it because at least I got to kind of tickle my brain every day with new ideas or different ideas. At the end, I kind of came to the same conclusion that I've come to about things like socialism and anarchy, which is that Taoism is another means of social control, just like religion and other things. But I do think there are some gems in there that might make you feel better in the moment if you choose to listen. Manning Jintu, Manning Yippee 7246. I'm studying a variety of languages. It's anybody's guess. Your social credits are off the chart right now. Skelly-san, why would you lie? My social credit is in the red, just like my real credit. By the way, why does your credit score go down when you stop spending money? Isn't that some bullocks? Isn't that some bleep box? Commanding Kyle Balte. Anyway. Tickle my brain at the end of non-stop nut November. I'm pretty sure I nutted more in the month before though than November. Things like this are in part social control, but that's not all they are. That's a nice way of viewing it, aspect 345. You're right. It's good to have nuance. Speaking of nuance, I'm overloaded with information, so I'm trying to sift through information that sounds like I would enjoy learning about it within my lifetime, but at the same time, I want to make sure I'm not staying in a box. I want to make sure that I'm balancing reading about things that I like and also things that I disagree with or things that I have like no idea about or preconceived ideas about. Oh, speaking of that, Oni-chan, I saw another reference to that French guy, Bourdieu? How do you say his name? I don't know. But I saw another reference to that Pierre guy in a book I'm reading. So I double checked to make sure I have that book. And I do. I downloaded it. I bought it. I purchased it. I did not steal the book. I purchased it from somewhere. Anyway, it's on my list. It's on my list. I took a look today. Anthony Bourdain isn't French. Okay, let's go on with the stream. So, I don't have an anime for you. I'm still watching Free Run, and it's still peak, believe it or not. I'm just like very distractible, and I want to like play The Sims too, but I don't speak Japanese, and I don't understand Japanese either, so it's hard to multitask. So lately I've been stuck like looking for things to listen to that are in English so that I could focus on gaming, but that's like a whole other thing. What else? What else? What else? What comes next? How do we do the stream? There's no. Oh, the question of the day. Shit, I should have written it down. What the heck was. I did write it down. Oh, yes, here's the question of the day. You don't have to answer this. You don't have to answer this if you consider this like sensitive, like a HIPAA violation, right? You're not being coerced. Just answer if you want to. Maybe we do a poll. Do you suffer from IBS? Yes or no? And if you do, does it seem to always happen right when you're about to do something important? Like something that you've like been needing to do? No, fortunately, yes. um, convert PDFs to audiobooks. If the audiobook version is good, I'll listen to it. It's just often not that good. Or not it's not that it's not good. It depends on the voice. If I can choose the voice or if the voice is listenable, then I would like it. We're not watching anything together, Great Ninja. Good morning, Bongai. Good morning, Kane. Yes, I know Caden I could borrow from the library. That's what I did. I borrowed it from the library. My bad, my bad. What's IBS? Irritable bowel syndrome. irritable, irritable. I could say that. Irritable bowel syndrome. Anyway, the reason why I ask is because, like, I'll spend 2.5 hours before a stream playing video game, and then I'm like, shit, I gotta stream. Let me go prep for stream. I only have half an hour. And then bam, the moment I switch to a work-related task, it's like, you know, it's the kids come knocking. They're not children. They're rabbit pellets. Were you fighting for your life before stream? Okay, it wasn't that bad, Library Turtle, but like it was just inopportune. It was at the wrong moment, you know? And then okay, I'm gonna tell this story that I've never told anyone before ever. This is embarrassing. Oh god. Why am I gonna tell this story? Because I feel like oversharing, that's why. Yeah. So there was one time that how can I fudge the facts so that you guys don't figure out what it was? Let's say I got this job in this really big place. I got this job in this really big place. And there was an onboarding and orientation and all that. But then after a while they kind of just let me loose. And I'm a pretty shy person. So I didn't really know how to ask for help, or worse, how to ask for like someone to assign me tasks. So I would like come in and then I would like look to see what was left for me to do, and then I would like casually do those things. But at the moments where I would really need to ask I would need to ask someone for help or like directions, I would instead then like get a bad case of the IBS, and I would go in the bathroom and then I would be in there for like, let's say my shift was 4 hours long. I think I would be in there sometimes for like a good 2 hours. Like a good 2 hours. And it's not that I wanted to be in there to hide. Trust me, I wanted to be useful. I wanted to be useful. But it's like all of the anxiety, and then it felt like it was getting worse over time. Like it started out as 10 minutes, and then it would be like 20 minutes. And by the end, before I left that place, yeah, I feel like I was just shitting on the company dime. Yeah, man. It was too much. It was too much. And I mean, no one ever got mad at me or anything, but I think that has more to do with the system being so big that I was kind of just falling. I fell through the cracks. Anyway, let's do the next thing. I don't know why I shared that story. Because it's Tuesday, I've cooked for you boys A tomboy, yes, success. You will get a tomboy. But first, I need you guys to answer the riddle for me. We're gonna do the IQ test. It's a game we call this or that. I think it's gonna be really tough this week. I think nobody's gonna guess it. But I wish you luck. There's unfortunately no math, but good luck. For those of you who haven't played before, we'll get 3 rounds. Each round, you pick 1 or 2, and you try to guess what the theme is. It'll be something like cats versus dogs. Right, Izuku? Something like that. Here we go. Round 1. It's so easy. I feel like you guys will either get it immediately or on the second round or not at all. Toms versus boys. Wait, I might have gotten it already. Indoor versus outdoor cat. Cat versus dogs. Piston in the box or in the bush. Suxas, you're onto something there. Oni-chan, no. Natural and synthetic. Civilization and barbarism. Aspect, you're actually kind of close. I'm nervous. Ah, it's a little too close. Meowing Sigandiff for 1. You abandoned me. Where have you been, Sigandiff? Is my stream at a bad time for you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Contained or wilderness, geometry and natural. Natural, man-made. Don't tell us you bleep in a litter box. Why not? I'm a cat. Meow. Meow. Okay, next clue. Next clue. Yeah. It's good if you get good sleep. Also, good morning, Max Acre. No, it's not. It's not shit versus piss. Man, but it's pretty close. Ooh, we have another close one. Someone said closed versus open. Society versus freedom. Prison versus freedom. Oh my god, you guys are getting it. You guys are really, really, really close. Both Fisty and Egigoka are half right. Mass-produced, homegrown, corporate, normal, free, and imprisoned. Okay, I gave you guys a last clue because it's you guys are getting too close. It's not Windows versus Linux, Oni-chan, but in a way, Oni-chan, you're absolutely correct. Yes, it's Windows versus Linux. Okay, last one. Meow 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 meow. Yes, metaphorically it is. Freedom and authoritarian. Be more specific. You're so close. Freedom and oppression. What's the opposite of freedom? Come on, boys. Say the word. I know you guys want to say the word. You were talking about the isms earlier. Disney versus a princess. That's a good guess. Eastern and Western. Multiple antonyms. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Sheeple, take it away. We got freedom and slavery. Yeah, that's what it is. It's not freedom and racism, but racism is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from slavery. Sometimes. Not all the time. Not all the time. Okay, let's go over the clues, starting with number 1. Clue number 1. If you're a cat and they make you piss in the box, in a plastic box, you're a slave. I'm sorry, kitty cats, to break the bad news, but that's how it is. Now, if you're a freedom cat, you get to piss in a tree, in a bush, anywhere you want, on the floor, in a mouth. Okay, next. We have Microsoft Teams and Rocket Chat. Now, I've never used Rocket Chat before, but I asked Perplexity what's a more like free as in Libra alternative to Microsoft Teams, and that's what they told me. Teams is a toilet. Yeah, Teams is slavery that you can never escape. I don't know, this one was kind of a stretch, but believe it or not, this was the first clue that came to mind when I thought of the words today. Desmond, how dare you call me British? I'm a cat. Cats can't be British. And then here we have the last one. Does anybody know this? Actually, I'll give chat a moment to figure this one out. Meow, meow, meow. Night, night, fortunate son. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, yes, it is Code of Hammurabi. How did you know? So apparently this is like some famous text that was about about like why some people don't get right and some people get to be property. What about our other one? What about our other one? I actually don't understand anything about this. It's okay. So like you can't really see it, but on the top image, if you like zoomed in, if you put your face really really close, there's like scribbles on this rock. There's like all these scribbles. So first written laws, what can you do? Enchiridion is a great slave aspire item. Ah, what does the item do, Luxifate? What does it do? But yes, that's the the reference in the bottom one. Aspect 345. I don't remember where it's from, to be honest. It might be Egyptian or something. I don't know. I don't know. I have to Google it again. I have to Google. It is some sort of statue, though. Guys, I don't know what Mesopotamia is. What's Mesopotamia again? Which one is which one was that? Is that like a period of time? I'm still learning about history again because I just tuned it all out for like all of the years of K through 12. I just tuned it all out. And then in college, I only remembered it for the test and then I brain dumped it after. One of the first recorded civilizations. Ah, okay. Was that in the Middle East? I also did a little bit of reading today about Lebanon. It's actually more interesting than I thought. I didn't realize that Lebanese people were kind of like Mediterranean before stuff happened with Muslims. I'm not going to touch it because I don't know enough about the politics, but it answered some questions for me because I did meet a Lebanese guy that was Christian and I didn't, I didn't know. I didn't know like all that history. I still don't know. Anyway, many such cases. The Bronze Age Iraq, kind of. I see. Anyway, the other one is from Epictetus. I forget how to say his name already. I looked it up before stream and then I completely erased it from my memory. This guy was a slave and then he was like he was a former slave. I guess he got released or something. And he never wrote anything, but he talked a lot, and many of his pupils wrote it down. His more famous, I guess, air quote, work is called Discourse. But anyway, that's enough yapping from me about things I don't really know about. But if you're curious, you could always look it up. The Meowing Rio. I gotta go. Give you guys a quote and then I leave. The stream went on for far too long. Here's the quote for today. I don't know where I stole it from, but it does hit somewhere close to home. You think too much. This is for all you worriers who are like me, or also all you you nobles who spend your days lounging around like a flaneur or whatever. thinking about things and thinking about more things. People overthink the unimportant shit. It's true, Izuku Meowderia. One person trolled me in chat and then I thought about it for almost 24 hours. Moon needs to think smarter, not harder. That's your opinion. But I need to think less about your opinion, to be honest. Not just yours. I'm not singling you out. But like, man. I was having a whole meltdown because of it. I leave now. I lost all my energy. Love you. Thanks for hanging out. I gotta go. Good morning. Thank you, Frankester, for stopping by. Hope you all have an excellent rest of your day and a very good week. Can you believe it's December already? It's gonna be 2026, and I told you, I'm not racist against people because that's gay, but I do have a thing with numbers. I don't really like the number 2026. I'm really concerned about next year. Oh, I forgot the tomboy. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. My bad. The tomboy. Where is she? That's not her. I'm sorry. How could I forget? She's in here. There's a tomboy. Her name is... I can't read it because the text is too white. And what the heck is her name? Yanagin from Daily Lives of High School Boys. She's a violent-tempered, loud-mouthed girl who's decent at fighting and surprisingly smart. Peek only for one frame. Peek Mimi picture? Yeah, Mimi was from yesterday, the honorary tomboy. I mean, I saw her propose. I don't know. Does she count as a tomboy? Maybe. I gotta read more. Anyway, I gotta go. Bye. This shit's over. Bye. Have a good one. I leave now. That's it. No more words.